Yeah, it's CC, CEO. Wanna change your life? Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a gold builder. I could teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black-owned firm, but we ain't all black.
Hey, happy Thursday. Or like my friend Dr. Umar says, good Garvey morning, Empress and Emperors and Empresses. What's up? Happy Thursday, everybody. It's your girl, Constance Carter, and this is the Grow Your Money podcast where we talk about how to help you grow your money and not blow your money. And when we talk about growing your money, y'all, it's not just about money. It's about wealth. And wealth is not just about money. It's a holistic experience. It's about your health. It's about your mindset. Your mindset is everything. That's Tierra said last week, the first step to getting our ish together is getting our minds right. And so it's about our mindset. It's about what we do with our family. It's about what we do every day. It's about how we serve other people. Is it Friday? Oh my God, y'all, it's Friday. Lee said it's Friday. Oh, I don't even know my days. It is Friday. Oh my God. Thank you. This is not pre-recorded. I appreciate it. So as you know, every time we come live, I like for you to put your where you from in the comments. You guys are all coming in here real strong right now. So put where you watching from, because I love to shout you out. So I see Janelle. Thank you, Janelle, for telling me it's Friday. Thank you to Arlie for telling me it's Friday. It is not pre-recorded. Thank you. And Sophia, I appreciate it. And also, I appreciate you guys coming on here every day and rocking with us. But where are you from? I see Janelle is from California. Less likely, TGIF. Yes. Sophia is from the good Stockton, California. Sophia is actually one of my clients. I've been working with her for years. So shout out to you, Sophia. And she be on here every day. So I appreciate it. Nada Zaid is from Denver. Shout out to you. Do we have anybody across the pond from the LBC West Side? You down the street from my girl Tierra, Seattle, and Lisa. What you doing in California? What's up, Felicia? Felicia is part of the Net 7 Collective. She is B1. She's part of the B1 Real Estate Mastery. Lover. Janelle, you from my hometown, San Jose. Janelle. Do I know you, Janelle? Do we know each other? What's up? What's up, Las Vegas and Compton and Connecticut and Houston? Good morning, Double A. Good to see you on here a little early. You be always coming on with the Fly Nubia Money. I appreciate you guys coming on here. The other thing I just want to remind you is that we want to practice collective economics. We always want to have a solution for whatever's going on. And I cannot stress enough how important it is for us to work together as Black people, okay? I love the mantra, and I love what Boyce created with everything being B1, be first. Every other community is all about their community, their families, and everything first. So we got to think us first. We got to think Black first. So if you have a product, if you have a service, please put it in the comments. And even if you're not watching live and you end up watching later, put your product, your service, your business in the comments, what you do, what your website is, how they can reach you, because we want everyone to start doing business with people who look like them. So put your business, your product, your service in the comments, because I want to make sure that we shout you out. Okay. What's up, Naomi from Brooklyn? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Double A. I appreciate you, girl. What's your real name, Double A? What's your real name? And then Antoinette, I love B1 too. I love B1. There was this Jewish gentleman named Solomon Barrow, and he said the reason why Jews have 50% of the wealth in this country and they're less than half percent of the population is because they look to Jews first. They don't do business with anybody else until they do business with themselves. So they're always doing business with themselves. And then if they can't find somebody in their community to do business with, then they leave and get somebody else. We have to start thinking like Jewish people. That's the reason why they're able to keep the wealth in their families, is because they're always thinking B1. Okay. The other thing is, every time we come live, if you want to get a notification, Dr. B, shout out to Dr. Boyce. He sends out these notifications. Text Constance to 87948. Constance to 87948. Shout out to Dr. B for getting you guys notified. All right. Now I want to bring up my good girlfriend. She is a producer. She is an actress. She is a dancer. She is a singer. She is all things Miss Black Hollywood. Hey, girl. Hey.
Good morning. Hey, y'all. Hey. I just had to come to the gym today.
Hey, you in the gym, baby.
Hey, I'm here to grow my money. If you don't come here every day, I liken this to a gym. I do. Come to a place where you can grow your money every day, work your body every day. It just goes. It flows so well. Grow your money, baby.
Mind right every day. Get some good conversation. Get some good dialogue. But also, Tiara, get some good solutions, because we never want to leave out here without giving you some marching orders or something to do that's going to improve your life in one way or another.
Listen, we like church. You never want to leave the way you came.
Woo! Come on. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes. So, we got to get the people what they want, Tiara. And I know that there's a lot going on. And I know you tired of talking about this month. And I'm tired of talking about this month. But it's a lot going on with this month. You know what I mean?
We can't help it. Every day is something new.
Every day is something new.
Every day. It's only day, what, 9, 10?
Is it? It feels like day 300 or 2. It feels like we have entered officially the twilight zone. And the thing about it is nobody ever thought in a million years this would happen, Tiara. Nobody thought this would happen. But the crazy thing is, the Lincoln Project has been studying Project 2025 for years, and they said exactly what was going to happen. In fact, they put out a video about what was going to happen, and it's crazy, y'all. I need y'all to see this. It's crazy how everything is happening, how they said it was going to happen. And so I want you to see this. What did I lose the video? Did we lose it? It went off. Oh my God.
I hope not. It's such a good video.
There it is right here.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
November 5th, 2024. Donald Trump defeats a divided and dispirited Democratic campaign. On January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump is sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. Unfortunately, he keeps his promises. Trump seizes control of a divided government, signing hundreds of executive orders implementing Project 2025. Trump replaces over 50,000 civil servants with hardline MAGA loyalists. The federal oath of office now requires declaring loyalty to the president, not the Constitution. Protected by the Supreme Court's grant of total immunity for official acts, Donald Trump orders the Department of Justice to arrest members of the January 6th Commission, current and former DOJ employees, and political opponents for treason, election interference, and conspiracy. He declares it to be an official act. Trump ends birthright citizenship by executive order and turns millions of American-born citizens into illegal aliens overnight. Mass deportations begin. Hundreds of thousands, including legal U.S. residents and American citizens, are imprisoned in newly built camps. Protests erupt. Trump addresses the nation from the Oval Office, invoking the Insurrection Act and declaring the protesters a danger to American sovereignty. He orders the National Guard to use deadly force to suppress the protests. In the wake of the bloody violence, Trump declares nationwide martial law, awarding himself new powers under the freshly signed American Sovereignty Protection Order, which defines protest of immigration policies as non-protected speech and a threat to national security. Governors in New York, California, Illinois, and elsewhere declare their opposition, promising to refuse compliance in their states. Trump orders their arrests. Trump pardons every January 6th attacker, including those who assaulted the police, and in a White House ceremony issues a new presidential medal honoring them. Many are given jobs in his administration. The Department of Education is renamed the Department of American Values and mandates a nationwide Christian nationalist curriculum for all schools receiving federal aid. Trump, joined by Speaker Mike Johnson and evangelical leaders, announces that the Department of Health and Human Services has reclassified mifepristone, making it illegal to distribute or prescribe, as well as new HHS regulations that make IVF treatments impossible to legally administer. Trump reverses one campaign promise by declaring a national abortion ban by executive order. Challenges to his authority are rejected by the Supreme Court, which has seen new appointments from Trump after it was expanded to 12 justices. He signs an executive order removing abortion records from HIPAA privacy regulations and announces a new federal data sharing program so states can monitor women's periods. Thousands are detained while crossing state lines under suspicion of seeking an abortion. Trump's acting Secretary of Defense, a disgraced ex-general, fires over 400 generals and admirals, leaving the military leaderless. Other Trump appointees purge the ranks of the CIA, FBI, and Department of Justice. By executive order, Trump withdraws the United States from NATO and ends Pentagon cooperation with Ukraine. Russian tanks enter Kyiv. Vladimir Zelensky is killed. It is announced that Trump will run for a third term, claiming he was unfairly cheated in the 2020 election. His Supreme Court ultimately agrees with this interpretation, paving the way for Trump's 2028 re-election. If you hear all this and believe it isn't possible, then ask yourself, what did you believe was impossible just 8 years ago? This isn't a fantasy. It's Trump's plan, and he's counting on you to believe it couldn't happen.
This was all before Trump. This is Lincoln Project basically summed up Project 2025 in a video. And we already know that he's already within his first, what you said, 9 days in office? 9 days? 10 days?
Maybe we're at 10. Maybe I'll give us 10 days.
Okay, so within his first 10 days, we first definitely got the DEI, the birthright citizenship, the stuff at the border, like all the January 6th pardons. Yeah. And it sounded before January 20th, all of this sounded so far-fetched, like, no, y'all just conspiracy theorists. That's never going to happen. This is unconstitutional. This is illegal.
I was one of those people. I was very naive. I was like, he can't undo all of this. He can't undo the whole world. That's what I said. In 4 years, he just gauging what the other parties have done in the past or how the decorum of the parties have been. I'm like, he can't do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. He did. LaShawn said, is this an AI video? No, this video was done prior to him taking office by the Lincoln Project. The Lincoln Project is a nonpartisan group that just looks at the laws and looks at what's going on. But this was put out there last year. And by God, this is where we are. We have official. It feels like Handmaid's Tales. You ever watch Handmaid's Tales?
Yes.
That was my show.
Yeah, that's a great show.
I feel like we're going into the Handmaid's Tales. This just doesn't feel real. This is not the America that we know. And this is just crazy. It's crazy.
Here's the thing. He promised it, right? And I think we all were like, again, naive or thinking like that'll be good for the country. Because there are people saying this is good. This purging of the government is good. Again, I think I said this earlier this week. If this purging was happening with someone we could trust, I think I'd be okay. If there was a person at the helm with a plan, I think I'd be okay. But I don't trust Donald Trump. I don't, he's the Lord of lies, the king of the circus. He's, just all of it. So I can't trust it.
The lie after the lie after the lie, Tierra. Like we were just talking the other day, how he just said the troops went into California and they turned the water on, and then they said the person who's over water was like, nobody came over here. We were down for maintenance. Like he just lies. Yeah. He just lies. He just makes up lies, and then people still follow him. But the crazy thing is, so now we're seeing that he's blaming DEI for the plane crash. They hadn't even gotten the bodies. We still don't have all the bodies out of the water, out of the Potomac, but yet he's blaming DEI. And so the press conference yesterday, it was a shit show. Let's watch the press conference real quick.
I put safety first. Obama, Biden, and the Democrats put policy first. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities. That is amazing. A group within the FAA, another story, determined that the workforce was too white, that they had concerted efforts to get the administration to change that and to change it immediately. This was in the Obama administration, but they actually came out with a directive, too white. And we want the people that are competent.
For our president to be saying stuff is too white or not black enough or too, that's great. It's wild times, y'all. What?
I don't even know, Tiara, how these people could be sitting up here at the press conference and then just keep a straight face. Like
Yeah.
after they hear this nonsense. So Anderson Cooper responded. Let me show you what Anderson Cooper.
So keeping them honest, the FAA's language about diversity was present during the first Trump administration as well. It basically was an effort to follow federal law and not discriminate against people with disabilities, particularly, by the way, veterans with injuries or disabilities that they've suffered in combat. In fact, increasing federal hiring of qualified people who happen to have disabilities, that's been a goal of government agencies since the 1970s. Here's a version of the FAA webpage on diversity. It was captured by the Internet Archive in December 2020, his last full month as president. And it talks about diversity and inclusion and how it's, quote, integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel across our nation and beyond.
So let me get this straight. So his first term, this was implemented. This was already here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but now it's a problem. Now DEI is a problem. Okay. So now all of a sudden it's a problem, and it's too.
I mean, go ahead.
No. I was just, Trump was saying that insane people are running the air traffic controllers.
Now, I'm sorry. Can I see it one more time? Can I see Trump's video one more time? Y'all, I'm sorry. I didn't see it because...
Okay, let me show you this one.
Okay.
You even yet know the names of the 67 people who were killed, and you are blaming Democrats and DEI policies and air traffic control and seemingly the member of the U.S. military who was flying that Black Hawk helicopter. Don't you think you're getting ahead of the investigation right now?
No, I don't think so at all. I don't think with the names of the people, you mean the names of the people that are on the plane, you think that's going to make a difference?
Does it comfort their families?
They
to
are
hear you
a
blaming
group of
DEI
people that have
policies?
lost their lives. If you want a list of the names, we can give you that. We'll be giving that very soon. We're in coordination with American Airlines. We're in coordination very strongly, obviously, with the military. But I think that's not a very smart question. I'm surprised coming from you.
I'm trying to figure out how you can come to the conclusion right now that diversity had something to do with this crash.
Because I have common sense, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't.
As the president came out here and was casting blame, one thing I noted was that there are still bodies being pulled from the water of the Potomac right now. We know from officials that we heard from earlier that rescue and that recovery operation is very much still underway in some really difficult conditions that first responders were dealing with last night.
How do they keep a straight face, Tiara?
I'm lost for words. I didn't watch it because I didn't want to be upset, right? But that's crazy. Will it make a difference? I don't think it'll make a difference if we know or we don't know. I don't know.
That wasn't even the point. The point was you don't even know these people's names. These people still in the water, and you blaming DEI. Right. You know, we're in coordination. We're in very, very strong his vocabulary is just what?
Yeah. I don't think it'll make a difference. We know I have common sense. It just feels very, again, it's a showman, y'all. Listen, I worked on The Apprentice. I knew this is a reality star. He knows how to get the people going. He's being fed things to say. Well, not really. He doesn't say what he's fed to say. Listen, if Donald Trump followed the orders of others, then, he would sound kind of smart, but he doesn't. He just doesn't.
That's what I was wondering, Tiara, because I was like, don't they give him a script before he goes out there and talks to the people?
You know what he does with it?
What?
This is what you want me to read? No, I'm not going to read this. This is very bad.
Very, very bad.
Very, very bad. This is very, very bad. That's it. That's what he does.
So I forget, they were on Twitter. Somebody on Twitter said something. Are they purposely doing that? They said, are they purposely doing that? Are they purposely doing what? Like, are these sound bites? Or what is it that you're asking us, Black Voice? Are they purposely doing what is the question? Because that's what I want to know. Are they purposely? Y'all over there hating on
Y'all,
this?
Brian. Hey, Brian. Brian is gonna be Brian, ain't he?
Yeah. This is
Y'all
what I
over
got.
here hating on-
This is what I got for you, Brian. Brian, you know what? I don't either you slow, and I appreciate you being on here every day with your slow ass. Either
Okay.
you slow, either you a self-hating Negro. Yeah, those are your two options. Either you slow or you a self-hating Negro for you to say, I still trust Donald Trump and you should be learning from him. When this man got up here and said DEI and Black people, so all else fails, let's blame Black people for the airplanes crashing and the people who are insane that are running the air traffic control. Like, that don't even make logical sense. So if this sounds so like remedial and so special ed, so I'm just assuming that Brian must be. This is
too are special ed, yes.
Yeah, this is the language that he understands, because I don't think anybody with any amount of intellect actually understands what this man is talking about. Yeah, I'm sure you think
he's
so.
light years ahead of us.
I'm sure you think so. I'm sure you think so. So School Time said, welcome to the new Trump order. But you have to wonder, okay, so why is this big push to end DEI when even Anderson Cooper said, well, this was in effect in his last term. Like, this, nothing changed. But all of a sudden, now you conveniently gloss over your last term and you said, this is Obama's fault. Obama was president. Y'all, you still got Obama in your mouth. He was president back in 2016. This is Biden's fault. So we're gonna go to Biden last term, and then we're gonna skip over you, and then we're gonna go to Obama too. But you don't have nothing to do with anything, but you had the same policies that Obama and Biden had around DEI and the Department of Transportation, or the FAA. He had the same policies in place, but now this is their fault. So you would think that that a leader would actually kind of take responsibility and tell us, hey, what's the plan? Here's the plan. Here's what's going on. Like, but this leader, it's incomprehensible. Yeah.
There's some mistakes that we've made. We'll rectify this and figure out what happened. I apologize to the people that have lost their lives. Not like, I mean, does it matter? They're pulling them out of the water. Okay. Like, that level of it's like,
they asked
okay.
Tiara, somebody said, this ain't funny. I'm not laughing at the people who died. I'm laughing at the pure insanity of this man. But they asked him if he was going to go to the site, because most presidents, they normally go to the sites of the disaster.
Yeah.
He said, go to the
did
water.
You see, he said, you want me to swim?
Yeah.
You want me to swim?
So April was on here yesterday, right? And she said that, we just been coddled. But the insanity continues. So I'm actually curious to hear what she has to say. What you think? Let's give her bring her.
April's gonna come in with the drama. I already know.
Bring her in. I'm gonna give her the Maury welcome. Bring her in. Bring her in for me.
And I still think that we've been coddled. And what? Like, that hasn't changed. I don't care if the ignorance is still the ignorance. We've still been coddled. I will say it more and more every single day. Everybody's over here getting stressed out about everything else. Lord Jesus.
So what do you think? Did you get a chance to I know you came in. Okay, so basically we showed what the Lincoln Project said about what was getting ready to happen, and it is. Okay. With the January 6th pardons, with the birthright citizenship, with the DEI rollback. These things were already said. They're in the part of the Project 2025 playbook. And then we went through the interviews that he did yesterday. Did you have an opportunity to see any of the interviews from yesterday?
I saw a few of the quote unquote sound bites. Unfortunately, I did not see the full interview. I need to actually watch the full interview and not the sound bites.
Okay. So my question is then, why is now there this big effort to remove the DEI, being that it wasn't a problem during his first term, but now all of a sudden it is a problem? And I have a theory. Y'all want to know what my theory is?
Always.
Okay. So my theory is that this presidency was bought and paid for by the person who hates DEI the most.
And that's what's his name?
Musk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me tell you why I think it was bought and paid.
And then he journeyed to Pennsylvania, where he spent like a month and a half campaigning for me in Pennsylvania. And he's a popular guy, and he was very effective. And he knows those computers better than anybody, all those computers, those vote counting computers. And we ended up winning Pennsylvania like in a landslide. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So thank you to Elon.
That was just him
I was
saying
about to
he
say-
cheated, y'all.
You
He
said what?
admitted to cheating.
Mhm.
Thank you to Elon for being so good at the computers. Not thank the people of Pennsylvania that voted for me. Thanks, Elon,
Mhm.
for being good with the
Good with the
computers.
computers.
We won with a landslide.
Because he was good with the computers. Because he's
Yeah.
good with the computers. So
Freudian slip. We know.
Oh, for
We get it.
sure. Because he don't stick to the
For sure.
script. So as long as this man is not sticking to the script, we're gonna find out more and more shit, right? So Elon has been on this campaign, DEI must DIE. He puts that out in December 2023. He's been on this campaign to end diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah.
He thinks that when you don't hire unqualified white men and you hire qualified other people, that you are discriminating against white people. What's the name just said it's too white. Trump just said too white. Like nobody says that. It's not in any memos, too white. No, they say they need more diversity. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think about, the fact that Elon Musk, in my opinion, bought this election. He's billionaire over billions and billions and billions. And he had the money to buy the election. He said he's good with the computers. I wonder, well, then let's go back to, because the director of the FAA, he resigned, you guys. He resigned on the day of the inauguration. Now, the reason why he resigned was because of the pressure by Elon Musk. Why did Elon Musk pressure the director of the FAA to resign?
In his term as FAA administrator, why did he leave early? Why did he leave as Trump was being sworn in? Do you remember this? This feels like this was years ago, but it was only 2 weeks ago today. I don't know if they figured out a way to blame this on DEI, right? If somehow, somewhere, someone interfered with the inherent white male excellence of SpaceX in order to make this debacle happen. I don't know. What was this about? But somehow, Elon Musk's latest rocket ship crashed 2 weeks ago today. It was his huge Starship rocket. It went up a little bit, not far enough, caught fire, broke apart in midair, and showered the Earth with debris. Elon Musk was apparently excited by the crash. He described it as, woo, entertaining. Meanwhile, people in Turks and Caicos are dodging the debris. And the good people at the FAA, in response to Elon Musk's screw-up, they had to scramble to emergency divert dozens of commercial airliners, including from JetBlue and American and Delta. Spirit Airlines had a plane in the air that had to veer off course. Also, same was true for a FedEx cargo plane. Commercial flights as far away as South Africa and Australia had to be delayed or diverted as they had to put out these emergency warnings over a whole big swath of the Indian Ocean because of Elon Musk's mess.
That's really interesting.
So he basically now that the director of the FAA has resigned, there was no FAA director, and so then we have this crash that's then blamed on what?
DEI.
So this is what I need to understand. So pretty much, because this kind of goes back to everything that I was saying. So old boy quit because of what now?
He quit because he fined Elon Musk and he parked his SpaceX because of the explosion that was exciting, entertaining for Elon Musk, but would really cause debris all over the world for SpaceX. So when he got fined and when he got parked, Elon Musk ran a campaign to have him resign. And then when Donald Trump gets elected, Elon Musk then becomes the head of the Department of Efficiency, the DOGE, right? Department of Government Efficiency, which he was going to get rid of him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, wait, but
Why-
this is hold on, wait, because so this is where my issue is. I'm sorry, but if this was how it was, so I'm going to go back to my banking days because I've had experiences. So I'm not, you know, of course, not on that level, but I'm going to use myself as a guinea pig, whatever. I've had situations where people have wanted me fired because I'm an asshole, right? Good at my job, know my shit. And then people will come for me because I'm like, no. What you're not going to do is she paused? Constance, you paused? Oh, okay.
No.
What you're not going to do is come for me and come for my role because I know what I'm doing and you do not, right? Have we ever had that experience? No? Y'all have never had that experience? Because I wouldn't quit. I wouldn't quit. I would say, you know what, if that's how it's going to be, fire me so that I have something on you, or so I have something to, you know, to protect myself with. You fire
Yeah, that's
me.
not how that go.
No,
That's not how that go.
not.
Even Keisha Bottoms and had resigned.
Coddled. We've all been coddled.
No,
That's
Keisha
another
Bottoms.
coddle moment.
Here she go. Keisha Bottoms resigned, and Trump fired her. Like she was like, "You a day late and dollar short, brother." So no, he was getting ready to come in
I'd
there
rather be fired.
anyway.
Then fire me.
So you're
If I know that I'm doing the right thing, if I know
your
everything,
banking job is not the same as a government official. It's like
right, and that's my point.
you.
So then, as a government official, you're saying that right now we're blaming, and I'm not saying that you're wrong for the blame. Please don't get it twisted, because I need everybody, because everybody will hear what they want to hear. I'm saying no, you're not wrong for the blame, but I'm saying I'm bringing my thing up when I say we're being coddled. We're saying, oh my gosh, he wanted to put forth a campaign for me to quit. Then no, fire me, fire me.
So
because
so
then I can blame and I have a leg to stand on. But go ahead, you were saying. I'm sorry.
no, I don't want to say that your job was low level, but it's not.
That's why it was low level. No, you don't.
What I'm saying is, it's not a government official job, and so it's not like they can go out and apply for unemployment because they got fired and didn't quit. It's totally different. Of course, there's other opportunities that lay ahead, but it is actually in certain positions, it's better for people to resign than to quit, than to get fired.
Come for me, honey. Come for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not thinking like a government official.
No, I'm thinking like a logical individual. That's what I'm thinking like. I'm thinking like a logical individual. So I'm going to start calling you from this point on, coddle me, Constance.
It makes no sense.
Okay, I'm getting a doll made.
It makes absolutely no sense. So this is my thing, y'all. We have to get away from that, and I can't say that I disagree. Well, that analogy didn't match at all. But I can't say that I don't agree that maybe we are, as Americans, maybe we're a little soft because it's like I said yesterday. It's because of the securities, and that's okay. But if you go to other countries like Switzerland and the places that are like the happiest place on earth, people are soft there because their government takes care of them. They have free health care. They have free education. They're happy. They don't have homeless people. The government takes care of them. They're happy.
The government takes care of them. You know what the difference is? Here's the difference. They are in charge of their government. See, this is the problem that I have with my people. That we are wanting the government to take care of us. We are in charge of the government. The government is not supposed to be in charge of us. That is the problem.
If I pay my taxes to the federal government, I expect a return on my investment.
If you pay your taxes to the federal government, you are in control of the government. When you
when I fall,
your house, they are cleaning your house the way that you want them to clean it. If they do not do it properly, they have to be fired, sir, ma'am.
That's the whole idea of an oligarchy. That's the reason why this is not a democracy, nor is it a republic. This is an oligarchy. You have a rich person who has his rich friends that are trying to gut and perform a whole heist on the United States of America. He's going to be giving so when you have no oversight, when you have civil servants that are being run by the government, there's no checks and balances. These government contracts, which is $1 trillion business, are going to go to all of the cronies, the friends, all of that stuff. So there's no fair and equal balance, which is what Donald Trump is trying to do. He's trying to create this system to where him and his friends can benefit. How do you, I think it's in the Constitution that a president cannot benefit in his role as a president, but yet he has like his wife has like a $30 million deal or some shit, and then he got some
He
shit
has a
going.
coin. He
He has
just
a
got
coin.
Please don't act,
coin.
please don't act like, please. Listen, this is the problem that I'm having right now with even this conversation, because it comes across as if I'm looking out for Trump. Please don't get it twisted, because that I am not. I am actually looking at it across the board. You're telling me that every single president in our lifetime has not benefited? Is that what I'm hearing? Because the last president,
they're not supposed to during their term. But
and you're
after,
telling me the last president didn't, and the president before, and the president before, and the president before?
during their term, no.
Okay, so here's the problem. Here's the problem I have, and going back to what Constance said, I just don't think. I think he's making these decisions, but you can't fire thousands upon thousands of people and not have
I
a
agree with
plan.
that.
The infrastructure can't handle. He doesn't have an infrastructure or a plan for us. So
I
what's
agree
going to
with that.
happen in a couple years, Constance and April, is that our country is going to be in chaos, because there has to be a replacement. There has to be a replacement for the plan that you have. If you're going to do this massive purge, then you have to have a plan for it. He doesn't have a plan. Doesn't have a plan.
So
So I think that's my problem.
I'm not going to disagree with that at all whatsoever, and I'll tell you why I'm not going to disagree with that. Because of DC traffic, just something so small. I'm sorry, but I try to look at everything on my level, because Constance, I'm on such a low level. I'm not high enough to even be able to fathom anything that anybody goes through as it relates to the government. But I will say DC traffic, something so minute, right? People have moved from DC. So those of you who don't live in the DMV, you're looking at it from a standpoint of most people used to live within let's say a 15-mile radius of downtown DC. And now people have moved all the way out, maybe 30 to 40 40, 50, even 60 miles away from DC to have more of a comfortable lifestyle. And so now they're being told that they have to start coming back to work. And these people are saying, how am I supposed to get back into work? It's going to take me hours. Where I have a very, very close person that I spoke with this morning. She said where it used to take her, 15 minutes to get to work, now it's taking her an hour. Something so small, to your point, that means proper planning needed to be in place. Maybe it could have been something that you'd say by this time next year, everybody needs to be coming into the building. Do you get what I'm saying? So I get I totally understand from a planning perspective. It's not necessarily being planned the way it needs to.
Oh, okay.
Because he doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have a
there's
plan.
I'm sorry, Constance, were you looking
just
for a reason to rebut something that because I was agreeing with her, you were looking for me to?
No, I just didn't understand where you were going, but I understand, because that was a long way of getting to the point.
Go sit down. I need you to sit all the way down. Are you standing? Because you need to be sitting, because we know how.
No, I didn't understand where you were going with the DC Okay, there's no plan. I got it. It took me a minute, but I got it.
Lord Jesus, I actually started out saying plan. Sit down.
Okay, so he should. So somebody said, wait, what was it? Somebody said this frame of thought. This frame of thought was lost the Dems the election, and the majority of the country don't agree with you. But I don't think that's true, Redskin, because I believe that there was voter suppression. I believe the machines was hacked, and even shit. I would go as far as to think maybe Elon Musk has something to do with the crash to further exacerbate this whole idea of DEI. This man could hack anything. Donald Trump said he's very, 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 very smart. So imagine now, this is so like we're still trying to figure out what happened. Everybody's still trying to figure out what happened, and there's so much speculation going on. But imagine this never ever happens, and you mean to tell me this plane is landing, and there's a clear sight, just like Donald Trump said, but all of a sudden it crashes in there. Something happened. Some kind of malfunction. I don't know if somebody was able to remotely take control of the Black Hawk to make it crash for a purpose. I don't know. I just know that Elon Musk is very, very, very good with the computers.
I don't know, man. There's a lot going on, and it's like we wouldn't know. We won't know. We won't know. We won't know.
But the fact is,
later.
less likely said Elon Musk is not smart. No, it wasn't you. Do you believe Donald Trump? He's not that smart. No one is challenging him. And I think that's one of the problems is that nobody is challenging Donald Trump. It's like everybody then bowed down and kissed the ring. You know, you have, Zuckerberg going down there. I'm kissing the ring. You have, who else?
I don't know why that is though. Have you thought about that?
Yes.
So what's your thought behind that? Because I actually have been thinking that a lot too. What's your thought?
What's your thought first?
No. I asked you the question first. Therefore, you should answer first.
I believe that there's a bigger takeover that's in brewing. I believe that if they can wipe the government clean with the people who are holding them accountable, and then he puts in all his people in place. That's why he's trying to get rid of the servants, the public servants, the civil servants. There's no checks and balances. So we make those government official jobs. And now we have all of our people in the places where we can do whatever we want to do. I can give my boys these contracts. There's trillions of dollars in contracts, is what I said. So now I could just give my contracts to Zuckerberg and Amazon and all of these other companies that have bowed down and kissed the ring. Yeah.
But
13
that didn't
billionaires.
happen. So
He's surrounded by 13 billionaires. Like they're all in it for their own interests. It's not like the narrative you were saying earlier, Constance, Donald Trump wasn't so much focused on DEI before, but with his right hand man, he kind of has him in his pocket. If Elon Musk helped him win the election, it's only right that he scratches his back too.
Because the whole thought of the DEI thing, it doesn't even make no sense. It's nonsensical. And if I can go back to the first video that I showed that you asked me to go back to, I apologize, Tierra, but I'm gonna go back to the first video.
I put safety first. Obama, Biden, and the Democrats put policy first. The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities. That is amazing. A group within the FAA, another story, determined that the workforce was too white, that they had concerted efforts to get the administration to change that and to change it immediately. This was in the Obama administration, but they actually came out with a directive, too white. And we want the people that are competent.
Because he say what he say. It's like they're watching the whole thing is only gonna make your head hurt, April. Like there's no sound, like there's no context to be like, I need to hear it all in context.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that. Again, I'm sorry. Please.
I was just about to say he just talks. We all know the way he speaks, so I don't know if you'll get more clarity from watching the whole thing. By the way, I was just saying that. Or like, go ahead.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I guess like I was saying before, I kind of look at every single aspect, right? And I kind of feel like everybody is like it's just him. But I'm like not every president, but a lot of presidents have said a lot of the same things, and we have not come for them in the same manner. That's all. That's the only. And I'm like, we're talking about how one president didn't advance over while he was in office. That's not true. We're talking about how as it relates to discrimination or racism, that this is not the first president, and I'm talking about in the last 10 or 15 years. So it's just that simple.
So typically what will happen is once they of course, all these presidents end up getting rich after, except for who was that just died?
Yeah,
Carter. He went back to the country. He's farming like an old grandpa. He wasn't even tripping, but all the other presidents did get wealthier after though. So Obama wrote a book and he did other things. Bill Clinton, he made money, but that was post-presidency. You're not supposed to be making money while you're in the office. But Trump makes his own rules. He didn't have to show his tax returns. We know he didn't pay any taxes. So he's not following suit with everybody else. So no one else did benefit during that time. Yeah, I do believe that there are a lot of insider traders in Congress that they shouldn't even be allowed to invest in stock or do anything like that.
Pelosi, hello.
Yeah, all of them, but they can't. And there's Democrats and Republicans both that are benefiting from insider 100%. Trading. But who was that? And that seven sister, Felicia. Yeah, no, it wasn't that Trump. Yeah, Meta paid Trump $25 million. You know why?
Yes.
Do you know why?
Why?
Yeah, because they took him off of
Social media.
Facebook.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They took him off Facebook.
So now they're paying him $25 million because they took him off Facebook for lying like they do everybody else. If they fact checked you and you're lying, you will get warned, and you'll get warned again, and then they'll suspend you, they'll put you in Facebook jail, and at some point they will terminate your damn account.
Wait, but did they fact check that? I think that's, did you read the whole thing? Because I don't think that's 100% accurate. Because some of the things that he was saying, or the reason that they put him off was they said that he was lying, but they turned out to be true, and that's why he was able to win that lawsuit.
Well, if you have 80% of lies and then you have 20% truths, like, okay, so the 20% truths, he didn't win the lawsuit. It was a settlement that they did. But nonetheless, the settlement really for me was about, we're going to go ahead and this is credibility for me. So
if you lie on Facebook,
hold on. You give me this $25 million, and then I'm going to give you $1 billion contract with the federal government. We're going to make it seem like I told the truth. I really wasn't lying. So I get that credibility back. And then,
then Zuckerberg can possibly buy US TikTok, like I feel like he's already doing.
No, he did. He bought TikTok.
Exactly.
I have,
so
I have a serious issue with that too.
It just makes sense. It just makes sense that you would bow down and kiss the ring. If you can buy TikTok and you can be in cahoots, it just makes sense. Like he was like, they were asking him why he decided to end fact checking, and he was like, well, you just got to go with the trends and the time, and this is what the people are asking for. And I just thought this is what Donald Trump is asking for, and he's gonna pad your pockets. We're not stupid if you're following the money. I think the mantra for this show should be follow the money, because it leads to all the answers that we need. We shouldn't be emotional about it. We could just follow the money to get the answers we need.
You know what? I 100% agree with that in every way, shape, and form. Isn't that right, Constance? I always say follow the money. Do I not?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
That puts a warm place in my heart. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I won't say that there has not been corruption in the history of American politics.
If you don't say that, you are a crackhead.
There has been corruption in the history of this country. Always. There just has not ever been this level of blatant corruption. And when you look at like things like him, what do you call that? January 6th, him letting what do you call that?
What?
Insurrection or something.
What did he do? He freed him. What did you call that?
What?
When he freed the January, He pardoned. He pardoned.
Oh, I'm like, wait, what?
Where am I going?
Okay.
When he pardoned the January 6 people who did illegal things in his name and hurt people, and someone actually died.
They died.
When you look at that type of corruption, you don't see that. And then he turned around the same week and said, you know what? I'm going to also pardon this white man who killed this little black boy for going high speeds on a scooter, when we know a scooter can only go up to 45 miles an hour, but he was going high. He was high speed chasing a scooter and then covered up the death, lied, and the boy died. And then Trump lies and says, oh, he was an illegal alien. The boy was from DC. So this type of blatant corruption, and then he lies, and then every time he goes on, and you can go to any website, you don't got to go to CNN or MSNBC, but every time he goes online and they fact checked him, 80% of the things that he says are lies. Let's go back to California. He said, we sent troops to where Tierra is to make them turn on this goddamn water. And then the water department said, wasn't no troops. We just had the water down for maintenance. Like that kind of blatant bullshit that Trump does all the time. And that's the reason why Meta cut him off, was because he was always lying. Now, he might throw a couple of truths in there, or he might say something that's not a lie, but it doesn't mean overall he's not a liar.
We got a narcissist as a president. That's
a malignant textbook narcissist. So That's just what I'm saying. So when you talk about it's a deflection, blaming black people, and I know people in the comments are saying DEI isn't about black people. It's not, because DEI didn't benefit us the most. However, when he's saying DEI, he's saying black people. Y'all, he's not saying white women. He's not saying veterans, even though they're the ones that are being disproportionately affected by these rollbacks. They're only thinking black. They're only thinking your black ass. Yeah. That's it.
And it's a strategy, right? Like do y'all hear an echo, or is it just me?
It's just you.
I hear the echo.
Go ahead. I'm gonna mute myself. It might be me.
Okay. Oh, their echo is gone. Okay. But did you all notice that? So I think that this is strategical, right? This is strategy. So when we think of immigrants, we think of illegals, right? When we think of DEI, we think of black people. And so, like I said before, so there's this rising of white supremacy, or rising of the white race, right? And I just think that is strategic. I don't know if you all are noticing, but it just feels like, even if that's not real, that's the narrative. That's what we're noticing. People are saying like, oh, Karen Bass or Kamala Harris was a DEI hire, when those women are far more qualified to run a country, a city, than the person that was actually chosen. So I just want to, when you look at all the DEI hire pictures, it's mostly black people. And there's like, right? You had those pictures, Constance. Come on back. Come on, take yourself off mute.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because he's like, they're letting insane people be air traffic controllers, and they're like,
insane.
And so
insane.
So they were saying the amount of rigor that these people have to go through in order to become air traffic controllers is like crazy. They're just saying, we want other people to have those opportunities too. That's all he's saying. So for people like Brian Shanklin to say Trump is your daddy, boy, and for people to say that I would do the same thing, because somebody said in the comments, I do the same thing. And for people to say that Trump ain't doing nothing wrong, because black people have this thing about DEI just because we're not benefiting. I know, I get it. I understand that we don't benefit. Only 5% of us are getting these jobs, and 5-6% of us are getting these federal contracts. We're not getting the lion's share of the DEI benefits. We're not. But I'm trying to tell you, the coded language for black people is DEI. That's who they're talking about. I need you to open your eyes up to that. Not just, we ain't getting the jobs. We get that, brother. We get that, sister. But they talking about your black ass.
Like welfare. Like you said the other day, the face of welfare is this. The reality of welfare is that. The face of DEI is this. The reality is that. I mean, this is America, baby. This is what it is. This is what
Andrew said he turned on the federal resources in California. Okay.
He did what?
That's not what the water company said.
Apologies. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I'm sitting here talking a hole in y'all head, and y'all can't even hear me. So my question is, so I can't even disagree, right? But my question is solutions, because we talked about that before. So what is the solution as it relates to it? So there's no DEI, right? One of my good girlfriends and I were talking about it. Like certain places we're gonna protest. We're gonna not go to. What's the word?
You're gonna boycott.
Boycott. Thank you. I'm like, come on. I know the word. It's in my brain. So we're gonna boycott these places. We're not going to them. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, but they're not gonna close because people are still gonna use those places, right? And so what's the plan? We talked about your plan. What is the plan? What are we going to do to make sure that everybody is in a good place? I think that that's my biggest problem right now in this day and age is all of the coddled people are complaining.
Coddled people bullshit.
No, that's never going to go away because you're coddled. Call me Constance. All of the coddled people are complaining, right? But nobody is doing anything about it. And my thing is, when I say do something about it, it's not let's go out in the streets and start making a whole bunch of noise and breaking down buildings and all of the things. It's what are we going to do to create businesses? What are we going to do to create jobs? What are we going to do to ensure our children are set up so that, they don't have to deal with this in their future?
Yeah. No,
I think that's a great segue for all the things that we do here.
Let us talk. Well, go ahead.
You feel me?
talk about it, baby. Talk about it.
So I just want to make sure that you all, I'm so glad that April said that, because for all the entrepreneurs in the chat, we want to make sure we are building a directory. I'm not even going to Fly Nubian Money Club yet, but we're building a directory for your business so that when you come and you need somewhere to shop around the country, we have access to a list. So make sure that you email me personally at info@realvirtual.net. For the people that have already submitted, I see you. I've added you to the list. For many of you, you've received responses from me. And for those people that are that have not, I see you. I see you, honey. I'm gonna get back to you. But go ahead and email me your business. We are starting a directory, and then also we have the Fly Nubian Money Club, where we bring top experts into a training to help you get skills, soft and hard skills, to level up in your business. Just make sure you go to flynubianmoneyclub.com. We have our next training. We've had Constance come in and teach us how to make 7 figures in our personal brands and business. 7. Like Lala says, 7 figures in our business. And this next time we're going to teach you how to sell, because if you have a business and you are not selling, you don't got a business. So let us help you let us help you sell. Let us help you figure out how to sell in your business. So that's it. That's my contribution. Constance?
I do. So one of the things that is so important to me is that we practice collective economics. I'm gonna say it till my face turns blue, y'all. We have to do for ourselves. We got to be self-sufficient and independent. We have to be business owners. We got to start thinking outside the box. So Boyce and I have decided to do a 2-day training, a bring your idea to life training right here live, y'all. It's next Saturday and next Sunday, where I'm going to be spending a few hours with you each day. I know Sunday is Super Bowl. I'm going to have you out before Super Bowl starts. But if you have an idea, there's so many people who have these ideas, you guys, and they sit on these ideas and they say the graveyard is the most richest place in the world because of ideas that are just sitting there. So I'm going to help you take that idea, because this is what I do with the people that I work with. I help them take that idea and I help them to be able to create a business around it. So we're going to turn your ideas into profit. I'm going to teach you strategic execution and monetization, and I'm going to teach you to launch your business right then and there. Plus, Boyce is going to give you 3 additional training classes as a bonus. The 8 P's of success, that's what you'll get when you sign up for this class. You'll get steps to get your business going, things you need to do to know, and how to market your brand with digital advertising. So you're going to get my training, my live 2-day training, and then you're going to get those 3 bonus sessions with Dr. Boyce Watkins. Now, this training is $997, but I have a 60% off coupon. If you go to thinkbuildmonetize.com at the bottom and use the coupon that says BBS, you'll be able to get in there for $397. But that's 2 days that you get to spend with me, share your ideas, and I'm going to help you take your idea from ideation to monetization. And so just like, this is what I help my Black women do. So I have the Net 7 Collective. Let me just
3 or 4 years. I've been praying for a business coach. I knew that a coach, I read many times that all the most successful people have a coach. Coaches have coaches. I've learned how to purchase land. I've learned how to do overages in real estate. And I even learned some different things with credit, that I've gotten my credit cleaned up with my bankruptcy, that I'm almost in my home stretch. Doing everything right now and applying it.
I finished 2 ebooks. If I could do it, anybody can do it. And started a nonprofit.
Gotten more out of this than I ever anticipated.
Constance has done an amazing job at placing systems to allow us to understand how to prosper in our businesses.
I'm telling you, I would move heaven and earth not to miss one of these sessions.
So I teach people how to go from ideation to monetization. And so I'm taking my information, my skills. I don't know if y'all don't know about me, but I've built the largest Black-owned real estate firm in California, Catalyst Real Estate Professional, several multi-million-dollar businesses. And so now my goal, my passion, and my dream is to help other people do the same. This is a way for men and women to get in here too. So it's not just me and Black women inside Net 7 Collective, but it's also a 2-day training where anybody who wants to become an entrepreneur, maybe you want a side hustle, maybe you want to monetize your genius in some way, maybe you want to start a brick and mortar, I don't know. But I'm going to help you get it going in this 2-day training. You're going to learn how to market. You're going to learn how to brand. You're going to learn how to articulate your vision and your value proposition. You're going to learn how to sell. You're going to learn how to make money. So this is a 2-day training. Go to thinkbuildmonetize.com and sign up. Use the code BBS for Black Business School. And then you can get that 60% discount for those who are listening. But that's my contribution. Like I'm the thing about it, the thing I need y'all to understand is we never come on here just to get on our soapbox and talk about stuff that we have no control over. We're always, whether it's here or on the Grow Your Money podcast or on Fly Nubian Money, we're always going to give you some type of solution on what you can do next. Yeah. We're always going to give you a solution. We ain't on here just talking no bullshit about no bullshit, but we here to really give you offer solutions because we love Black people that much. We love Black people that much. So,
and I love that we can get on here and have these conversations. And I love the videos that you pull, Constance, because it's just allowing us to think. It's allowing,
we can hear you.
I don't know. Oh, it's allowing us to think. I don't know why I just went out. It's just allowing us to think a little deeper. And so I always appreciate that. It's not just the typical talking heads of what we're seeing on CNN. Like, girl, you be doing that research. I love it. Love to come to the gym. It's always a little sprinkle of something different.
And I don't want it to just be our opinions, right? I want to actually put real facts out there on the things that are really going on. So yeah, we can pontificate on what we think is going on in the world, but at the end of the day, this is the shit that's being said. Like, we're not going to say Donald Trump said, no, you see what this dude is saying and how dangerous this rhetoric is. And I want you to see it from all different perspectives. So somebody said, we just listen to left wing liberal news. Yeah. April, you think so? What you think? April, look at April's face.
I think that you listen to a lot of sound bites. Don't get it twisted. And this is definitely not a Donald Trump thing, because I'm taking Donald Trump completely off of it. I think that everybody is giving Donald Trump way too much credit and allowing him to dictate too much of what's going on in your own personal life. But yes, I do think that everybody watches too much of the news as opposed to watching the actual the actual like speeches, things that have been said behind the scenes, things that have been said in front of the scenes. I told you guys before, my father used to work for the news. I know that every day at certain times, information comes from the wire. What that means is everybody at every news station across the country is getting the exact same information. That's why everybody uses the same verbiage across the country. It is very concerning because, to your point, Constance does her research, right? But her research is actually using it's not research. It's given to you.
Go ahead.
It's not research it's not research when it's coming directly from the wire. It's information that is coming from somebody else, and it's not something that you actually dug up on your own. I'm not saying you, Constance.
Should I have gotten it from the Breitbart report?
In addition, if you look at the news, so again, let me put on my foil hat, my tinfoil hat. Mm-hmm. How many people own, or how many organizations own the news, right? Wow. So that's where all of your information is coming from. And so you look, if we're following money, that's where we need to be looking. And that's where we're not looking. We're looking at we're not looking at who's giving us this information, as opposed to, are we actually in the building and looking for that information ourselves? That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Thank you. So here's the flyer, but you know what?
Sit down again.
No, I just discovered, and I'm gonna have to. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Tiara, can you hear me?
Oh, she's gone.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back for the people who signed up for the training. I'm gonna push it back because Tiara just reminded me that the sales training is on the same day, and I don't want to compete with her sales training, so I'm gonna move it. It's next week, but I'm going to move it to the following, and it'll give you guys a little bit more. Ooh. No, I mean, I ain't got nobody anyway. I was gonna say it's Valentine's weekend, but hey, who cares? So I'm gonna move this training to the 15th and the 16th. She just texted me and was like, yo, it's on the same day as ours. And I definitely don't want to compete with the Fly Nubian Money training on that day. So I'm gonna move it. So same information, but I'm gonna move it to February 15th and 16th. So just look at that. Scratch it, send it to your people, but scratch out the date and put February 15th and 16th. And I'll just tell all the people who signed up that we're going to push it out and postpone it because I want to be at your training and then I want you guys to be at this training. So yeah, we're going to push it out to the 15th and 16th. So it'll be the following week. Okay. So thank you for letting me know, Tiara, because sorry.
I was definitely like, wait, I want to come. Wait,
no, I'm sorry for the overlap. No, for sure. So definitely. So the 15th and the 16th, the Bring Your Idea to Life training, go to thinkbuildmonetize.com. And the code is BBS. It's 60% off. So you'll be able to get into the training 2 days live. Like we getting to work. We're going to talk about your business, your idea. We're going to brand it. We're going to break out in breakout sessions. And we going to work, y'all. We going to work. So
I'm sorry, Constance, I don't mean to cut you off when it comes to that. I will say that I'm working with Net7. I've seen so many times where she's helped different people create their businesses. So I'm like, if you're doing that on that type of scale, I think that this is going to be very, very, very impactful. So for those, that's how you feel? Oh. So those of you who are looking to start your own business or who are looking for direction, this really is going to be amazing. I wish I could be there. Unfortunately, I will not be able to be at it. So I'm going to have a one-on-one session with Constance. So I just want to put it out there, Constance. I'm gonna have to book mine.
Are you performing, April?
I'm is.
Oh.
And it's here. I have a question about yours. So talk to me a little bit about like this, because I'm actually in the process of writing a book called Shopping for Clients. So are you teaching people how to shop for clients?
Am I teaching people how to shop for clients? In the training.
Uh-huh.
Yes. We'll teach you how to reach out. You caught me off guard. For networking, yes. How to go about it. I'm not teaching personally. We have a sales professional, Vanessa Gopal, coming in and teaching you every aspect of selling, B2B, B2C, B to all the things, right? So it's good. Come on through.
That is beautiful. I love that. I love that. No, I love the fact that everybody is teaching people and working with different people. I think that is a plan. That is a plan as well as a solution, because if we're learning, are y'all sitting there talking to each other via text? Is that what's going on?
We listening to you, baby.
No.
We listening to you.
Everybody go back.
We listening to you.
No, in all seriousness though, if we are teaching people how to advance their businesses and how to sell, I think that we won't have any problems in the future, and this won't be an issue. I think that that's where the problem lies, that there are so many people who don't know how to run a successful business. So I have a company called Veg Out and Dine. And one thing with Veg Out and Dine that makes my ass itch is there's so many business owners.
Your ass be itching all the time.
All the time, I swear to God. I promise
you. I didn't mean to.
Please want to be. But there's so many vegan restaurants, right? There's so many vegan restaurants that close within like 6 months of being open because they don't have the business model set up. There's so many restaurants that don't stay in business for more than a year because they don't know how to manage or even establish their business properly. So it grinds my gears, makes my ass itch that this does not exist, and the fact that you are creating it is a beautiful thing. So that is just that part.
Thank you for that. And then I'll look at the comments and then we're going to get out of here. When they're talking about DEI and what it do and what it don't do, and Brian Stanklin talking about, Trump 2024, that showed daddy. Actually, that showed massa. But anyway, I do want to share with you, Brian Stanklin, just some facts about DEI. Can you go through those slides for me real quick? I'm trying to do something on the side. Do you see where it says innovation? You see that over there to the side?
Yes, I am. All right, here we go.
Read it for me.
Oh, you want me to read it? Oh, Innovation and agility. A study found that 30% of nascent organizations reported that DEI efforts extensively and positively impacted their agility and innovativeness, with another 68% observing a significant positive effect. You want to talk about that a little bit, or you just, oh, you want me to just read
Go
that?
to the
Okay.
next. Yep.
All right. Employee engagement. Inclusive workplaces see higher levels of employee engagement with 80% of millennials reporting active engagement when their companies foster inclusivity. All right. Next one. Financial outperformances. Companies with diverse and inclusive workforces are 35% more likely to outperform their competitors. Market expansion. Organizations with diverse teams are 70% more likely to capture new markets, indicating a strong link between diversity and market growth. Profitability. Companies in the top quartile for board gender diversity are 27% more likely to outperform financially than those in the bottom quartile. Do you want to say something about that?
Yeah, I do. So when you're talking about, and I know that y'all saying black people don't benefit, but I do understand, and I know the culture in corporate America, DEI does work. You know, people feel more included. They feel welcome. They feel safe. The productivity is higher. The turnover is less. All those things are extremely important to a good work environment. And I'm telling you, as the broker of a real estate, a really successful real estate company, one of the things that was extremely important to me and where I took my core values from, y'all, is what I learned when I worked at those companies that really celebrated diversity. And the companies, I'm fortunate enough to be from the Silicon Valley, where diversity is celebrated, where they know that, listen, we have higher profitability, we have, you know, our workplace is much better. People feel safe, people feel comfortable, they feel valued. But when it's in an all white environment, or it's in a hostile environment, you're not going to get that same productivity or profitability. So that's important, and that's what the whole efforts of DEI is. It's just not trickling down to us in the way that it needs to be. But I think that's partly our fault. I think it's partly our fault is because we've allowed everybody to get a piece of our civil rights. Now, our civil rights that our ancestors and our people fought for is now what everybody else rights. It's women's right. It's LGBT rights. It's everybody else's rights. And now we have to share them. And now they're the ones that are getting the benefit. And that's not fair. So while we have, you know, strides to be made, it's still extremely important.
Yeah, not to mention that it's just not a healthy environment to be in for us psychologically. You know, just being in a space with people that don't look like you. We've seen studies and research that has shown like Black people being in all white, you know, all white spaces and predominantly white spaces is not healthy for us. So, you know, I just think it's just something that we have to pay attention to. I don't know what the answer to well, I guess us, that's the answer. Like us supporting us is the answer to that, because we don't need to be in their spaces. And April, this is my question. I feel like we all need one another. I do think that we can win as a country when we embrace, celebrate each other's differences and embrace each other, right? I do believe that. I don't want a black and white world. I don't want it to be separate. I don't want to be like, there go the illegals and there's the. I think it should be a melting pot. I think that's healthy. But how do you all feel like we can get with this, with the current feeling of what's going on and what's being projected, the fear and the hate? How can we what are we going to do about that in terms of just, you know, what do you think we should do about that?
That's a good question, April. What should we do, since you believe in white positivity?
Differences, white positivity, and not just necessarily for white people, but I'm just saying, just as a
you know what, I guess my because of my background in banking, 22 years again, right? And I worked with everybody. It didn't matter what country you were from. You were black, white, purple, blue, orange. The only thing I cared about is the money still green, and does it still have its value, right? And I feel like because of all of this division that we're doing, all of this fighting that we're doing amongst ourselves, the money, there's somebody that put it in there. Our dollar is 40% less value, has 40% less value than it once did. And a lot of it has to do with us not being able to work together, not being able to come together. You look at a lot of these other countries that live in perfect harmony. Oftentimes, they don't really care about. All they care about is my money still green? Are my children okay? Am I this okay? They don't care if your black child is playing with my white child or my white child is playing with.
Because they're in a monolithic
But racism
society.
is also not at the. I mean, race has been indoctrinated in this country, so race is going to be here.
Right, and so that, but I mean, it's how do we change that part? How do we work on that? Because no matter how you look at it, we are in this country, right? Unless everybody's planning on moving back to another country where everybody looks like everybody else, we're in a country full of diversity. And so what we need to be teaching our children, and I'm talking about we as Black parents need to be teaching our Black babies that, listen, you're going to be in a place where people don't look like you. How are you going to be able to work with them? And white people need to be teaching their white babies the same thing. It's not, we keep talking about, well, if somebody's white and they do something that's Black, they shouldn't be able to do anything that's Black. No, they're trying to be like you. They're trying to be more like do what you're doing. What you need to do is explain to them why it's important that we do what we do, as opposed to saying no. That's all I'm saying. Like, I feel that we need to start spreading more love as opposed to spreading more hate. And then I do want to change the subject for 35 seconds and go back to Black businesses.
Well, I want Constance to answer the question. Can she?
Really quick. I mean, when was this country the most celebrated? I think the most I've ever felt included in this country was when Barack Obama was the president, because he talked about hope, he talked about unity. And since then, we have paid dearly for the idea of this Black man having the audacity to get in the White House and be Black and unapologetically, and then for us to feel that we had any type of rights. And so I think it's a trickle down effect. It has to start with the top. So you can say all you want to that we got to do better with how we're treating each other and how we're being, but when the powers that be feel this way, when they're constantly throwing in your face about you being Black or about about our differences or creating discord amongst the people, then what can we do? So it has to start with the top. Only thing we could do is defend ourselves. We got to work together and practice collective economics and all that stuff. That's what I say that we can do, but it starts with the top, I would say.
So when we talked about following the money, I will say, stop the money, right? Your money holds more weight than anybody else's. We spend our money faster. We spend our money. We know how to spend money. That's the one thing that we know how to do. So if we want to make those changes, we can with our Black beautiful dollars. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Right. And I say spend them with each other.
Then fine, spend them with each other.
Yes.
But my point is, like, you're saying that when Barack Obama was president, it wasn't just the Black people that got him in.
Mm-hmm.
So
and I said it's the time that we felt most unified, though.
And so, but my point is that we can't be that racist.
Girl, white people spending with white people, Mexicans spending with Mexicans, Asians spending with Asians. We got to get on the same code that they on.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the fact that we voted this man.
You just said we got to follow the money.
No, we do have to follow the money. No. I'm sorry. But when she talked about we were the happiest and everybody was working the best or you felt more comfortable when he was in office, everybody voted him in. Black people voted him in.
I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm saying he created a sense of inclusion for everybody. And so my point was that there's a trickle down effect. And so the reason why there's so much discord and divisiveness is because you have a man that's spewing hatred, who is rallying his base based upon hatred. And you're saying, well, you want us to fix it, but we have to fix it. The way we become insulated from it is that we got to start spending our Black dollars with our Black people. We got to stop spending with them. We got to get on code like everybody else. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't spend money with people who don't want you to spend money with them. I seen on Instagram, somebody was saying, somebody had put on their door, no ends here.
That was nobody was doing that. That wasn't
okay. And even if they didn't, but my point is, we have what did you send me last night, Tiara? 2 trillion now. It went up to 2 trillion in spending power.
Yeah, and we're only using 2 trillion, and we're only spending 2% of that with one another.
Right. So we have all the spending power. So if they don't want our money, they don't want our black ass dollars, let's take our black dollars and spend them with each other. But that's the reason why creating businesses is so important.
Agreed.
That's why doing business with each other is so important. So if you have an idea, stop sitting on your idea and create it. The idea doesn't belong to he who thinks it. It belongs to he who executes it.
Agreed.
So many people are sitting on these great ideas, and they're just, they're gonna die with them, and they could really be creating a legacy for themselves and providing a service for somebody, making somebody else's life better as a result of them operating in what God has gifted them.
Killer Mike, I don't remember the show. What was the name of the show? Can y'all put in the chat the name of Killer Mike's show? Where he was talking about the black dollar and how the black dollar was being spent, and how quickly it got out of the black neighborhood or the black hand. And so I agree with that 100%. We have to learn how to spend our money and make our money work for us, so that our black babies can get into school, so our kids can advance and again create generational wealth. So I mean, I'm agreeing with everybody. I'm agreeing with you guys. But some of the people in the chat, they don't agree.
I ain't even watching the chat.
I gotta go because I gotta go to Fanubian.
Yeah, we're about to get up off here, but this was a great conversation. I love having these dialogues. I love the going back and forth and the banter, and I love the fact that we have different opinions. Black people are not a monolith. We don't all think the same. We think very differently. But before we go, Tiara, I'm gonna let you get up out of here because you do got to prepare. I'm not gonna be on tonight. But go ahead and go. There's just a couple more things I want to say. Love you, girl. Okay. I'll see you next week.
Don't hate, y'all. I mean, just because we got to be separate doesn't mean don't adopt that hateful spirit that they have. It's really never been black people. It's not who we are. We are lovers as a people. We embrace everyone. We love everyone. So keep that love. Don't give in to the hate. And I'm out. I love y'all. Bye.
Yeah. Love you
Take
more.
Me out.
All right. So I'm gonna take you. So when you thought me and Tiara was over here side texting, actually I was doing something. Tiara, I don't know if you're back there, but real quick, I just want to show you something. This is what I was doing.
Stand more than that, man. Can we take a moment just to honor? He got the world up on his shoulder. He looking better when he's older. Strongest thing that ever walked the planet. So put them up and give his hands a credit. He got the world up on his shoulder. I am a queen from beginning to end. I don't need you to lose for me to win. I'm the thing to tell yourself. I'm good for your health. I'm good for your wealth. I'm the thing to tell yourself. I'm your mother. I'm your sister. I'm your auntie. I'm your daughter. I am beauty. Show not ugly. Follow me. I take you further. I love you. Understand God loves you. If you are worried well, I've been a who I saw. What club I went to with my homies. If you are worried well, I've been a who I saw. What club I went to with my homies. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna skip it. 3 in the morning, the pancake house. 4 in the morning, he'll be rolling through my house. 5 in the morning, the lights go out. 6 in the morning, you can hear him start to shout. 7 in the morning,
he'll be calling the cab.
This is on. This is Mike is on. I saw that video and I watched it like 10 times. Come on. Hey, bro. I'm just trying to be like you when I grow up.
Yo, your songs are fire.
Wait, you heard her
Thank
song?
you.
How'd you hear her
We're
song?
best friends. We're best
I
friends.
sent them to her yesterday.
We're best friends. We're best friends.
Best friends, besties. I sent her more songs than I sent you, Constance.
Because we're best friends.
It's true.
Are you serious?
I just one. I just sent her one extra one. I sent her 2 songs instead of the
Girl,
one.
her songs is dope, right?
Y'all, I'm coming out of the closet.
Yes.
As
Come on out of the
a
closet.
singer this year. I mean, not like out of the closet. I mean, like I've been a singer all my life. But I'm saying, like, I've also been an entrepreneur and a business owner, and so I kind of was like, yeah, I'm gonna sing later. But I didn't been working on an album and everything.
Yes. I'm so happy.
It's gonna be fire.
I'm so happy that you guys are living your dreams. This is good. This is good for the culture. Music is good for the spirit. We need that. We need that. So I love it, and I can't wait. I can't wait till your shit come out.
When I grow up.
I can't wait till your shit come out, girl. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like April when I grow up. Period.
It's
I
good.
was so
This girl is
excited
a consummate performer. Good stuff.
Yes. Killing it. Okay, I'm leaving. I love it. I love you.
April, did you have any final thoughts? Bye, baby.
I do have some final thoughts. And first of all, her album's gonna be fire. That's number one.
Yeah. Send me that thing, Tiara. Send me your
fire. No, that's number one. Number two, y'all make sure everybody for the class that's coming up on the 16th, 15th, and 16th, please make sure you get your tickets. I do know for a fact that you all will advance greatly from being a part of it. Just bring your idea to life. I love that. I love that because I know there's so many ideas that everybody has in their head. And it's like, how can we make that make sense? Ooh, that's a good one. Because half the time, the ideas that we do have in our heads don't make sense. Constance will help it make sense. I promise you. In addition to
that.
I'm sorry, what happened?
I said I didn't pay her to say that.
No, didn't. But I will also add Net 7 because there are a few more slots for Net 7. And I have been a part of Net 7. It is magical. It is, and it's magical because the ladies do come together and we not only, so here's the thing. I'm sorry, Constance, earmuffs. Constance teaches us a lot. And I'm saying that from being a forever student. I will always be in a place where I can learn, right? Mentally. I always want to be there. Constance teaches a lot, but in addition to the fact that Constance teaches a lot, she also allows us to come together and teach each other. I think that's the part that makes it the most magical because we always have it in our mind that we have to know everything and we don't. And I think that that's one of the reasons that everybody comes out even more elevated as it relates to Net 7 because they realize I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'm going to use what I know and I'm going to advance from it. I think that that's magically delicious, blessed, and highly flavored. Now, 2 things that I wanted to put out as it relates to me. Number 1, June. Oh God, did I say June, child? Did I really say June?
Yes,
February. February 16th. For those of you who have the time and who are in the Atlanta area, I will be down to the Atlanta City Winery for Poetry versus Hip Hop. It is going to be magically delicious, blessed, and highly flavored. It will be with Malcolm Jamal Warner. He is so yummy, is he not? Don't tell my husband I said this. He is, he is a beautiful piece of man candy. So if you all want to get your tickets,
tell him I'm single.
I will. I'm gonna show him a picture of you and I will tell him that you're single.
And tell him I play the bass too. Tell him I play the bass too.
I will. I'm gonna tell him if he needs a bass player, that he
is a bass player, but we can play together.
But you can fill in whenever he doesn't feel like, or his fingers are hurting.
Okay,
gotcha. Yeah. Go sit down. And the last thing is for those of you who are looking to sell or purchase a new property, I am really, really heavily into building generational wealth. Y'all visit aprilfosterproperties.com. That's aprilfosterproperties.com. I would love to help you purchase your first home, purchase your forever home, or sell whatever it is that you need to sell. If you have family members that have had homes that need to have been sold years ago and y'all aren't doing anything with them, I can help you in more ways than a million. So give me a call. I love you guys. I'm not lying, not this time. Be beautiful, be blessed, and follow me everywhere.
Your Instagram is?
April Sanfay. That's APRILSANFAY. SAMPE.
But when she's on the mic, she goes APRIL SAMPE. Let me hear you say. Yeah, she does this whole call and response.
Oh my God.
Yo. I just want to say it one more time though, and I'm not saying it because I like her or she. No, well, no. I mean,
she fights me all the time, but she loves me more than probably anybody else outside of her children.
She's kind of bald-headed. However, when I tell you, one of the most amazing performers I've ever seen in my life, and I go to y'all. Go to my Instagram or go to She Plays the Bass or go to my Facebook or go to I Am Constance Carter. Like I go to concerts. I am a concert head. I am a music junkie. I have a lot of friends in the music industry, a lot of professional friends, musicians. And this chick right here, one of the best performers I've ever seen in my life. I've ever seen. I mean, she's dope. And I wanted her to quit real estate and just perform, but that ain't her calling at this stage in her life. So she wants to sell you real estate if you are in anywhere in Georgia, especially in the Augusta area.
Or South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Augusta in South Carolina. She could sell you a home. That's what she's doing these days, but she still performs on the side. And so every time she's in the DMV performing, when I say every time, she's like, you go more than my family. I will never miss a time if I can help it because she is so freaking dope. And I feel so elevated after I get done watching her perform. But she is amazing. Just amazing. And like, when you see her, like she transitions. I've never seen anybody do it like that. She transitions these songs. She goes from singing R&B to hip hop to dance hall to reggae. Like it is so amazing. I was like, oh my God, it's so good. So April is thebomb.com. That's all I can say. Anyway.
Wait, I need to hear your last words, ma'am.
Yes. So going back, net7bbs.com. If you're interested in the Net7 Collective, we're doing something a little bit different. I haven't announced it to everybody in Net7 yet, but I'm still taking people to come inside Net7 into the community. So go ahead and go to net7bbs.com if you are interested in being a part of this community of dynamic women, beautiful women from all over the country. And hopefully we get some people from all over the world. But these are the most amazing people like April, performers. We have political activists. We have doctors, we have PhDs, we have lawyers, we have like just some everybody. We got me with a PhD, a public high school diploma. So just women from all different backgrounds, but have one common goal, one core goal, and that's to pour into themselves, to live life on their own terms, to build their network, create legacies, and then to be able to help each other in a meaningful way. And that's what I created, something that I always dreamed about. I created something that I needed for myself. April was right there when I was going through the most horrific time in my life. And you saw the development from the beginning and has just been by my side. So when you see us on here talking crazy, because she's crazy as shit, like her opinions are crazy. She's genuinely a good person. So you guys don't call her a coontress, because I seen coontress in the chat yesterday. And I was like, damn, why nobody call me a coontress? I want to be a coach.
I'm the one who gets all the bad names, and y'all, I welcome it. I have been told on this platform that I am nobody's friend.
Yeah, she's good with that. She's good at that. So Net7 Collective, you can go there, and then remember my training. It's going to be on the 15th and the 16th now, so not on the 8th and 9th. So I'm going to send out an email to everybody.
Wait, there's one more that's coming up that I know that you aren't ready to necessarily put out, but can I just say something about it?
Speaker training.
The speaker training, you guys.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that yet, but we're going to be teaching you how to speak.
So those of you, just listen, just prepare, okay? Because I know there are a lot of you who want to be great speakers, honey, and struggling, amen? Constance knows how to speak. She has been trained by the best. So just have that in your back pocket.
In your back pocket. Finally, the Grow Your Money Club, go to growyourmoney.club, and that's where I have a bunch of training. I have over 30 trainings. This is a 12-month program that'll take you from building your business, building your credit, to starting a business, to scaling the business, to getting business credit, and all those things in between. So if you got $97 a month, go to growyourmoney.club, and you could be a part of that, the Grow Your Money community. All right. April, you good?
I am magical.
Okay. I'm great. We're going to get up out of here, okay?